Rock With You song come about?
Rock With You was one of the first tracks that Irv had given to me, and I think it was like the second song that I wrote. And it was just a very summery type of beat, so I'm like, I like this, so it kind of just reminded me of the summer, and I kind of just penned it all up.
Okay. What was your inspiration behind the album Chapter 2?
The inspiration behind Chapter 2 is just, like I said, I'm really a very summery, warm, hot climate type of person. So for this album, I definitely wanted to do something very summer influenced. So, we kept the formula as the first album, kept the same formula and kind of just moved everything up a level, like musically, lyrically, vocally. But I definitely wanted to have it very summer vibe-ish.
What would you say is the difference between the first album and this album?
The difference between the first album and second album, as I said before, I think we just kept the same formula for the first album and just brought everything up a level, like I said, vocally, musically, lyrically, because we kind of found our niche, you know what I mean, and what direction we wanted to go. As with the first album, everything was kind of rushed. With the second album, we had a little bit more time.
Okay, what would you say is the main theme behind the album?
The main theme behind Chapter 2, I would say, I guess I keep going back to this whole summer thing, but it's, the album's coming July 1st, you know what I mean? And the theme is just, it talks about relationships. It has a bunch of feeling records on there, some topics that I didn't touch on the first album. Like I have a record called Living My Life, and it kind of explains what happened to me from the time that I got my first record deal until now, and the 3 singles that I had released. And like I talk about my parents, so there's a couple of different topics on this album.
Which song did you have the most fun singing and writing?
I think I had the most fun, singing Feel So Good and Break Up to Make Up.
Which songs did you write?
I wrote all of them.
All of them. What should we expect from Ashanti in the future? More movies or albums?
The future of Ashanti, I would definitely say more music, whether it's just writing or more albums, maybe some movies. I'm never going to turn down the opportunity for a nice little movie role.
So are you thinking about branching into acting, or are you strictly a singer?
I'm kind of sort of thinking about branching into acting, only because, like I said, I don't want to turn down any opportunities, but it's definitely taken me such a long time to break into the music. I kind of want to stay in the music lane for a while.
Where do you credit your success to?
I credit my success to a lot of things, to my mom, my parents, my family, just for giving me support. All the interviews, all the long hours. I've had 2 record deals already. Signing to Murder Inc. is my 3rd deal. My attorneys. And, of course, being in the studio with Irv and Ja, just to create the music, the people that make me look nice, hair and makeup, security, stylists. It's a lot of, it's a team effort, for the one person to shine. It's definitely a team effort.
Is there anything you've done that you would do differently in your career, that you would have done differently?
I think that just, with the 2 record deals that kind of got caught by the wayside, I used those as character builders. I think it was a very good experience. It taught me a lot. I don't necessarily think that I would do anything different because, what happened, I guess, was meant to happen, and I learned a lot from it.
What's been your favorite award or performance to win, and why?
Wow. I guess I would say the Grammy, because it enabled me to have the little kids on stage with me. And with me singing the record Dreams, which is a very, inspirational, positive record, and the message that I was portraying, it kind of got portrayed with me doing the same thing, allowing so many different kinds of kids come on stage with me. If they like me as an artist, it was one of their dreams to be performing with Ashanti, you know what I mean, at the Grammys. And they're like 8 years old, 5 years old, 11 years old. So that was a good one.
Does Murder Inc. have the same role in this album as it did in the last?
Murder Inc. definitely has the same role. I have a little bit more slack now. With the first album, it was kind of rushed, because we had a record on the radio. We were working on a video, but we had no album, so we were just throwing things together. Whereas with this album, there was more time, and we kind of knew what we wanted to accomplish, so I was able to do a little bit more.
What's been your best moment professionally?
One of my best moments professionally, I would say, is very hard. I would say just walking out on the stage at a venue and it's like 30,000, and when I'm able to hold the mic like this to hear the whole building singing, when I get the strength to leave you, you know what I mean? Like, that's definitely an amazing feeling.
What's been your worst moment professionally?
When I hold it and nobody says anything. No, just no, one of the worst experiences, I don't know, I guess sometimes, like, in the beginning, I would forget the words a lot, to my own records that I'm writing myself. I would forget the words, or like, if I do a performance on television and I watch it and it sounds like,
What's been your best moment personally?
Best moment personally? I guess one of the best moments was to walk into a record store and actually see my album on the shelf, and see my big head on the on the picture. Wow, that's me. That's my album.
Can you take us track by track through some of the tracks on the album that stand out to you and just talk a little bit about them?
Definitely. What's one of the tracks that I like? I like every track on the album, to be 100% honest. Feels So Good is one of my favorites. It's a sample of Barry White, and it's very hip-hop or urbanized R&B. It has like a DJ mixtape type of feel to it. Like, you feel like, one of the DJs is spinning and saying woo-wee on one of the records, and you're just riding with it. Rock With You is a very summertime vibe, kind of sexy joint. Break Up to Make Up tells a story, about past love. Living My Life, as I said before, is a very feeling record. It kind of just describes what happened to me from the first record deal that I got to my 3 singles that I got on the radio, and kind of how the success story has changed. There's a record called Ooh Ah. It's kind of sexy. It's kind of, when you just want to see that one person, you kind of get a craving for that one person. It's just what I need tonight. I need to see him, or I need to see her. And I also have a record it was originally called Dreammaker, but we changed it to The Story of Two, and it's a very 40s kind of feel. It feels like Sparkle, actually. It feels like the movie Sparkle.
How do you feel about your anticipated new album? Have you finished the recording, and how's it coming along?
Yes, I have finished the recording for the new album. It was a great experience, and I feel really good. I feel really, really, really good. I'm really confident. I'm happy with all of the records. I mean, the pressure and the buzz, I guess it's all a good thing, because you have more people inquiring about the second album.
Have you shot your new music video, and what's it going to look like?
Yes, I shot my new video for the first single off the new album called Rock With You, and it's definitely going to be hot. I'm going to be actually riding an elephant in the video. It was kind of scary. Her name was Bubbles. She was about 10 feet high, so I was kind of scared getting on it at first. And we're walking on the beach, and it's just a very beachy, exotic type of vibe. To all my people in Japan, I'm definitely looking forward to coming to visit you guys. I was very well received out there. I can't wait to come back. I heard you guys are real loyal, so I'm on the way. Thanks for all the support and love.